A federal court in Mississippi was dealing with what happens when everyone else's AI gets it wrong as well. The case was straightforward, a contractual dispute between a lawyer and the city of Aberdeen, Mississippi, over unpaid legal fees. What was not straightforward was how the lawyers on both sides prepare their arguments. They used AI, both of them, and both of them cited cases that did not exist, hallucinated precedent, fabricated legal authorities on both sides of the same case. Senior United States District Judge Sherian Acott described the situation in a sanctions order as unusual, which in judicial language is roughly equivalent to setting the building on fire and calling the weather a little warm. And keep in mind, Judge Acott didn't just give them a stern talking to, she fined them up to $3,500 and banned the lead attorneys from her courtroom for 2 years. They didn't just lose the case, they got legally grounded. Lawyer Rob Freund, who first identified the case, called it a comedy of AI errors and noted that the two clients were essentially paying their lawyers for ChatGPT to argue against itself. Two artificial intelligences generating fake legal authorities, citing non-existing precedent, marshalling hallucinated arguments, while 4 human lawyers signed their names to the output without checking whether any of it was real. It is a landmark moment in human laziness. We finally achieved the dream, my friends. 2 algorithms hallucinating a functional legal universe at 60 tokens per second, while 4 human beings who went to law school and passed the bar, by the way, acted as glorified copy-paste interns for a piece of software. The billable hours on this must have looked hilarious, like 3 hours watching ChatGPT make up fake law about solar panels, that'll be $1,200. 1 hour napping while the chatbot creates a fictional Supreme Court justice named Arthur Pendragon, $400. The legal profession has a word for the skill that distinguishes it from a large language model. It's judgment. Judgment is the word. What was missing from this courtroom was not technology, it was judgment. And this is, of course, not an isolated incident where there's a human, there is some shenanigans going on. Just last week, a New York judge publicly ripped into attorneys for citing hallucinated cases. The Mississippi case is simply the most extreme example yet because this time it wasn't one side cutting corners, it was everyone. Let me be very clear about where I stand on this because I think it's very important. I have nothing against lawyers using AI. What you cannot do is treat AI as a replacement for the work of being a lawyer. You still have to check, you still have to verify, you still have to read the cases you cite and confirm they actually exist. That is not optional. That is literally the job description.